The Corollary. For the rest, says Plutarch, closing up the story of Lycurgus, when he saw that his government had taken root and was in the very plantation, strong enough to stand by itself, he conceived such a delight within him, as God is described by Plato to have done when he had finished the creation of the world and saw his own orbs move below him. For in the art of man, being the imitation of nature, which is the art of God, there is nothing so like the first call of beautiful order out of the chaos and confusion as the architecture of a well-ordered commonwealth. Wherefore, Lycurgus, seeing in effect that his orders were good, fell into deep contemplation how he might render them, so far forth as is in human providence, unalterable and immortal, to which end he assembled the people and remonstrated unto them that for aught he could perceive their policy was already such, and so well established, as was sufficient to entail upon them and theirs that virtue and felicity whereof human life is capable. Nevertheless, there being another thing of greater concernment than all the rest, whereof he was not yet provided to give them a perfect account, nor could till he had consulted the oracle of Apollo. He desired that they would observe his laws without any change or alteration whatsoever till his return from Delphos, unto which all the people cheerfully and unanimously engaged themselves by promise, desiring him that he would make as much haste as he could. But Lycurgus, before he went, began with the kings and the senators, and thence taking the whole people in order, made them all swear unto that which they had promised, and then took his journey. Being arrived at Delphos, he sacrificed unto Apollo, and afterwards inquired if the people which he had established were good and sufficient for a virtuous and happy life. It hath been a maxim with legislators not to give checks unto the present superstition, but to make the best use of it, as that which is always the most powerful with the people. Otherwise, though Plutarch, being a priest, was interested in the cause, there is nothing plainer than Cicero in his book Divinatione hath showed it, that there was never any such thing as an oracle, except in the art of the priests, but to be civil unto the author. The god answered Lycurgus that his policy was exquisite, and that his city, holding unto the strict observation of his form of government, should attain unto the height of fame and glory, which oracle Lycurgus, causing to be written, failed not to send unto his Lacedaemon. This done, that his citizens might be forever inviolably bound by their oath, that they would alter nothing till his return. He took so firm a resolution to die in the place that from thenceforward, receiving no manner of food, he soon after performed it accordingly, nor was he deceived in the consequence, for his city became the first in glory and excellency of the government in the whole world. And so much for Lycurgus, according to Plutarch. My lord Archon, when he beheld not only the rapture of motion, but of joy and harmony into which his spheres, without any manner of obstruction or interfering, but as it had been naturally, were cast, conceived not less of exaltation in his spirit, but saw no more necessity or reason why he should administer an oath unto the Senate and the people that they would observe his institutions, than unto a man in perfect health and felicity of constitution that he would not kill himself. Nevertheless, whereas Christianity, though it forbid violent hands, consisteth no less in self-denial than any other religion, he resolved that all carnal concupiscence should